As the years pass, many of us over 75 feel the weight of regret, a quiet ache that lingers in our hearts. It's a feeling that can settle in quietly, almost unnoticed at first, but grows heavier with each passing year. Sometimes it's the memories of paths not taken, or the echo of words we wish we'd spoken. Other times, it's the realization that time, once so abundant, now feels precious and fleeting. Regret whispers in the quiet moments, asking, "What if?" It wonders about choices not made and words left unsaid. In the stillness of the evening or in the hush of early morning, these questions can feel overwhelming. They tug at our minds, reminding us of moments we wish we could revisit, decisions we wish we could change. This feeling can dim the brightness of our later years, making it hard to enjoy the present. It can cast a shadow over joyful occasions, and sometimes it can make us withdraw from the people and activities we once loved. The weight of regret can feel isolating, as if we're carrying a burden no one else can see. Like a backpack filled with stones, each one a mistake or missed opportunity, regret can slow our steps and dampen our spirits. Every memory of a misstep or a lost chance adds to the load, making it harder to move forward with hope and energy. We replay old scenes, wishing for different outcomes, and sometimes lose sight of the beauty right in front of us. The past can feel like a movie we can't turn off, distracting us from the simple joys of today, like the laughter of a friend or the warmth of sunlight on our face. But this isn't the end of the story. Even as regret weighs us down, there is hope for something lighter, something brighter. We can choose to look forward, even if it's just a small step at a time. This conversation is about learning to set down that heavy backpack. It's about discovering ways to forgive ourselves, to let go of what we cannot change, and to find new meaning in the days ahead. It's about understanding why regret feels so strong as we age, and how we can transform it. Together, we'll explore how to turn regret into wisdom, and how to use our experiences to help ourselves and others. There is a way to move from the shadows of regret into the gentle light of peace. It may not be easy, but it is possible, and every step forward is a victory. No matter how many stones you carry, the path to peace is open to all. Each of us can find a way to lighten our load, to walk with more freedom and joy. Let's begin that journey together, supporting one another as we move toward healing, acceptance, and a renewed sense of hope. After 75, life often grows quieter. Careers slow, families grow up, and we're left with more time to reflect. In this stillness, old regrets can echo louder than ever. The sense of someday fades, and opportunities to change the past seem to slip away. Physical limitations remind us of time's passage, making us mourn what we didn't do when we could. Society asks us to review our lives, sometimes shining a harsh light on chapters we wish we could rewrite. We compare our reality to our dreams, feeling the gap more keenly. This process can make regret feel overwhelming, but it's also a chance to see our story in full, not just the parts we wish were different. Reflection can be the first step toward acceptance. There's a path away from regret, a shift in mindset that brings peace. We can't change the past, but we can change how we see it. Instead of sorting memories into successes and failures, what if we saw every experience as valuable? The rocky parts of our journey made us stronger. The detours taught us resilience. This perspective honors every chapter, not just the easy ones. It's not about ignoring pain, but about recognizing its role in our growth. Saying, "That failure shaped me," is more powerful than, "I regret that." This shift gives us compassion for ourselves and unlocks a deep peace. Our story is richer for every twist and turn. Let's learn to see it that way. Eleanor, now 82, carried a quiet regret for decades. A letter of apology to her sister she never found the courage to send. The letter, written in trembling script, remained hidden in a drawer, its words never reaching the person they were meant for. Each year, on her sister's birthday, Eleanor would take out the envelope, tracing the faded ink with her fingers, wondering how things might have been different if she had mailed it. The silence between them became a heavy stone in her heart, especially after her sister passed away. The chance for reconciliation slipped away, leaving Eleanor with memories and unanswered questions. She often gazed out the window, lost in thoughts of what she would say if given one more moment together. For years, Eleanor replayed the argument in her mind, wishing she'd chosen love over pride. She remembered the harsh words, the stubborn silence that followed, and the ache of missed opportunities. Regret became a quiet companion, reminding her of the cost of unspoken forgiveness. One day, while sharing her story with a kind volunteer, she was gently asked, "What did you learn from all of this?" The question lingered in the air, inviting Eleanor to look deeper into her own heart. In that moment, Eleanor realized her regret had quietly shaped her into a more loving mother. She never let arguments linger with her children, always choosing to reach out, to apologize, and to forgive quickly. The pain of her past became a lesson she passed on to her family. The pain she carried transformed her, teaching her to value connection above all else. She cherished every moment with her loved ones, knowing how precious and fragile those bonds could be. One quiet afternoon, Eleanor read the old letter one last time. This time she didn't feel regret, but a gentle peace. She understood that forgiveness could begin within herself, even if it never reached her sister. The letter, once a symbol of failure, became a reminder of love, a testament to her growth and her longing to heal. Eleanor learned to honor her past without being trapped by it. She found comfort in her memories and hope in the life she continued to build. Even the deepest regrets can teach us to live more fully in the present, to cherish those we love, and to never leave important words unsaid. Arthur, at 78, looked back on a life shaped by numbers and careful planning. As an accountant, he built a stable, comfortable world for himself and his loved ones, earning respect and security through decades of dedication. Yet, tucked away in drawers and memory, were sketchbooks and half-finished paintings, reminders of a dream he'd set aside long ago. He often wondered what might have been if he'd chosen a different path, one filled with color and creativity. Visits to art museums stirred a deep sense of longing and loss, as he admired the brushstrokes of others and imagined his own work hanging on those walls. Sitting quietly among masterpieces, Arthur sometimes questioned if he'd made the right choice all those years ago, or if he'd let fear and practicality guide him away from his true calling. But after a sudden health scare, everything shifted. Lying in a hospital bed, Arthur realized that time was precious, and that it wasn't too late to reclaim a piece of his old passion. He ventured out to buy watercolors and brushes, feeling a spark of excitement he hadn't felt in years. At his kitchen table, he began painting again, not for recognition, but for the simple joy of creating. Gradually, Arthur saw his life as a journey with many chapters, not just a single choice between two roads. Each brushstroke became a celebration of possibility. He realized that life's path isn't always straight, and sometimes we can return to the roads we once left behind. His career had provided for his family, giving them comfort and opportunity, and he cherished those years of hard work and responsibility. Now, art brought him a new kind of joy, a sense of freedom and self-expression he'd almost forgotten. Arthur learned to embrace both sides of himself, the practical provider and the passionate artist, realizing he didn't have to choose just one. His story became not an either-or, but a both-and, a tapestry woven from all his experiences, dreams, and responsibilities. By accepting his whole journey, Arthur found a sense of peace and contentment he'd never known before. He discovered that fulfillment comes from honoring every part of yourself, even the dreams you once set aside. Regret, he realized, could become a doorway, a chance to begin a joyful new chapter, no matter your age. It's never too late to rediscover a lost part of yourself, or to start something new that brings you happiness. Your story can always grow, and every day offers a chance to add new colors to the canvas of your life. Eleanor and Arthur show us that peace comes from reframing, not erasing, the past. Every step, missteps included, shaped who we are. Instead of harsh judgment, we can become compassionate storytellers of our own lives. Like the Japanese art of kintsugi, our cracks and breaks can be mended with gold, making us more beautiful for having been broken. Our mistakes and heartbreaks become part of our strength, not something to hide. When we accept our imperfect story, we free ourselves from wishing things were different. This acceptance brings calm and lets us live more fully in the present. Our story, with all its stumbles and triumphs, is unique and whole. Loving our entire journey is the ultimate wisdom. Peace comes from embracing every part of ourselves. Moving beyond regret takes gentle, consistent practice. Start by writing down a regret and asking, "What did I learn? How did it shape me?" Look for the lesson, not just the loss. Practice gratitude for your whole journey, not just the happy moments. Share your story with someone you trust. Regret shrinks when spoken aloud. Connect with others. You'll find you're not alone. Try mindful activities, gardening, painting, or simply savoring your morning coffee. These moments anchor you in the present, loosening regret's grip. Each small step builds a habit of peace. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. Peace is a skill you can nurture, one day at a time. In our later years, we can become loving editors of our life stories. Instead of focusing on mistakes, we can embrace every chapter, joys, sorrows, and all. Your life is a continuous narrative, not a list of separate events. Like a tree, your struggles are the roots that made you strong. Honoring both roots and branches gives your story depth and meaning. Sharing your journey, including regrets, offers wisdom to the next generation. A good life isn't perfect. It's honest, resilient, and beautifully real. Let go of the need for a flawless past. See your story as textured and rich, not broken. True peace comes from loving the whole story of you. The journey from regret to peace is one of the most important we can take. We can't change the past, but we can change our relationship to it. Every experience, good or bad, adds meaning to our story. Like a sunset, our later years can be a time of beauty and reflection. By letting go of regret, we allow our inner light to shine. We become sources of calm and wisdom for others. Take one small step. Find the lesson in a regret. Share your story, or be present in this moment. Peace isn't in a different past. It's within you, waiting to be uncovered. Your life is a remarkable journey. Now is the time to honor it, embrace it, and let its beauty bring you lasting peace.